Alright, what's up YouTube? So I'm sitting here in the race car puller, by the race car puller today, and I got some speakers for it, because the speakers that are in it don't necessarily suck, they're just also not that good. I do know that the ones in the rear are stock, the ones in the front doors have been replaced, but they just kind of suck, so, or are not that great. So what I did is I got a set of component speakers for it. So it has the tweeter and then your mid, and then these Rockford Fosgate P152 or whatever the devil they're called. Not too familiar with speakers. I usually, because of how anal I am, I like my speaker brands to match both front and back, but this is a component set that's made specifically for this truck, or so they say, because it takes a 6x9 in the front. Usually component packages are like a 6.5 or smaller with the tweeter, and then you have to get the fit kit for your door, and then these just go right in the back door. Should be super simple, so I'll have to drill a hole in the door for the tweeter, but should sound super awesome when I'm finished. And then at a later date I'll eventually, upgrade the head unit and put subs in it and stuff, but I didn't feel like spending that money right now, so I figured I would just do a simple upgrade, get rid of the crappy door speakers for some much better, higher quality speakers, and I'm anxious to see how these are because I'm not familiar with that brand at all. So we'll see. Let's get started. So I'm just going to take the door panel off. Not really sure how. I didn't Google it. I didn't YouTube it. I've also never messed with one of these trucks before. It doesn't seem that incredibly difficult. Alright, this is why you Google things, people. Call me stupid, whatever, I don't even care. I've never removed one of these before. I would have snapped this sucker right off. I kid you not, I would have broken the whole thing. I don't have the little tool that they were telling me about, but whatever, I made my own. Just make sure you don't lose it when it flies out. Boom, it's off. Alright, I have no idea what brand that is. And not to sound weird, but it doesn't feel like it's that bad of a quality of a speaker. I know that sounds weird, but I've actually bought a pair of speakers based off of the quality of the material it was made out of. And it actually worked out pretty well because the speakers sounded really, really good. I don't know, but the other ones are probably going to sound a whole lot better because these just get really tinny and nasty sounding when you try and pump any sort of power through them. Excuse me. So we're just going to go ahead and replace them. Wire tool. I'm just going to take these. See, where's that freaking thing start? Whatever, just cut them right there. Get this tape off. Gosh dang, the original wire's like freaking down in there. Yeah, I don't know what these are, but they look old as balls. I don't know why, they just look like they're really old. Anyway. Alright, we had to move or migrate into the garage because of some bad weather. And then of course, like these setups, they give you no extra wire whatsoever, but that's alright, we'll work with it. the speakers give you an extra bit of wire, so this should come out to like here and should make life easier, but we'll work on getting that done. I have these little crimp things, which makes life a lot easier. Just slide it on, crimp it, and makes for a nice good connection that will never come loose, unlike that garbage tape that all the kids use. So we're going to go ahead and take these speakers out of the box, because I need the wire that comes with them. There's the little diamond tweeter. I'll go ahead and put that back in. Oh wait, that's actually the wire I need right there. Stupid. Alright, so as I'm looking at these, come on, you little devil. It has that little part there. So I don't know if I'm just going to put the wire through there, twist it, and tape it off. I might do that because that'll hold. I mean, that'll stay there rather than using these. I mean, I could just cut that, but then if I ever do go to take these speakers out, it'll be a pain in the rear. So I might just use these, and I'll go ahead and thread the wire in from the tweeter just right into that. I think I'll do that. That'll make life a lot easier. I won't use these little... I'll use these for the back speakers. I'll still need those. Should anyway. Alright, so that's exactly what I did. I just took them and put them through those little holes and twisted them. And it should be a good enough connection. I'll go ahead and tape it off like super well. And I shouldn't really have any problems with it. But hopefully. If so, it's not that hard to pull it off and redo it if it just full on sucks. Here are the speakers. Has cool little carbon fiber looking design going on. They feel like it has a nice big magnet on the back, so I don't know, 70 watts. I don't know. I don't know that much about speakers. You see what I'm saying? Alright. After brainstorming for a little bit, I couldn't, for a while, with the camera off, I was hooking these speakers up and they wouldn't work at all. I should probably take that off. They weren't working at all, and it was just, it sounded like a tin freaking can. After fiddling around with it a little bit, I realized that this side is almost like a tweeter side, and it takes like the bass out of the sound and sends that to this tweeter. And you're supposed to actually hook the speaker up from this side. That way this gets the bass, then it runs through here to that little thing, and then it sends it up to the tweeter, and then gives you your sound. And this wire, which I was trying to plug into the door, is actually for the tweeter. It goes in here, and then it goes on the tweeter. Then you can put the tweeter wherever the devil you want. Kind of a stupid design. Well, actually, it's a very smart design. The problem I have with the design is you would think they would give you 2 sets of these, which they don't. So you'd think they'd give you 2 sets of these and almost the same thing right here on the speaker on the other side. So you can just take it and boop, boop, and call it a done deal. They don't do that, so I'm going to have to make my own. So at least I found out why it's being retarded. However, now I have to take even more time to fabricate my own bullcrap. And you would think after spending as much money as I did on these stupid things. One thing I don't get though, these are the speakers that came out of the doors. They actually put out pretty good bass. I didn't really know how good they sounded until I hooked all these other speakers up, and they're not bad. It kind of makes me feel like I just wasted a ton of money, but nevertheless, these are kind of older. I still have no idea what brand this is. They look old as balls. But they handle a lot of power. Like, actually a lot of power. 450 watts max, 90 watts rated per pair. Which is more than what any of these say. I'm not a genius when it comes to those numbers. I just put the stuff in the car and say it sounds good. But this is doing the same thing. As soon as I hook it up to the door, all the sound is just coming out of this tweeter. Whatever. I just need to hook this crap up and get it working, because this is taking a piss ton longer than I wanted it to. And anyway, let me get to working on this Bojangle nonsense. I still have to do all the door speakers. I still have to drill holes in the door panels, which freaks me out, and find out how to get the tweeters to set in there. Okay. Alrighty, so here I have some extra speaker wire, and I will be taking this speaker wire. Let's see, I'll probably need about, I would say this much. You can never have too much. It's like I said, how they give you no freaking extra speaker wire when it comes to the stock speakers. I don't even know how they put those in there to begin. I seriously have no idea how they put the stock speakers in this car, in these cars. We're gonna take that. And go away. I'm going to take that, spread them apart like that. Take the other side and do the same thing. But before I get way too carried away with this stupid stuff, I need to make sure. Put that crap there. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Okay. So you have these little things that will go on the end of this speaker wire, like so. But you understand the point. Once I crimp it on, it'll stay there. I don't have to use any tape or anything. And I will unscrew that. And that will go just like that. So I'll go boop and stick that sucker right in there. It'll have a nice tight hold. But I'm going to test that out before I sit here and splice all this crimp all this crap together and find out that it actually doesn't work. Okay. You freaking faggot. Okay. These work like a charm. Look at that. They'll go right in there. The wire will come down into the door. And then on the other side, it will come up from here into the tweeter, and everything will sound hunky-dory and be awesome. But now I know I need these red ones, so I'm going to take 1, 2, get these stupid washers out of here, 3, 4, don't need 5. Okay, this crap can get the freak out of the truck. I'm sick and tired of looking at it. Okay, we're going to take this wire, give ourselves a little bit of open wire. Oh, yeah. Twist it like so. I've never had to do this bullcrap before to get a sound system to work, but whatever. Okay, so that's like that. See that? The wire slides right up into there. And then they're going to take this crimp tool, put that son biscuit eating bulldog right in there, and we're going to crimp this sucker right there. Watch this. I'm going to sit there. Oh crap, did I just do it wrong? No, that's right. Do I use this part? I don't remember how to use tool. I'm going to use that part. I'd say that's probably... So I'm going to use the very back end of this. Yeah, that looks right. I think the other part would have freaking jacked it up. Oh, so we're starting right. Look at that. Nice freaking... So, do the same thing to the other side. Take this crimp tool. I mean, what I did was mad simple and didn't take me much extra time. It's just the fact that I had to do it. Like, why didn't it come with the speaker already? But whatever. So I'm gonna take this end now. Get that crap out of my freaking face. Get rid of that thing. Get the freak off of there, faggot. Get rid of that thing right there. Then I'm gonna take it. That goes to the tweeter. We'll put that back here. Oh, stupid. I'm gonna take this. All right. Woo, that GoPro's hot. So we're gonna take this, and we're just. Oh, hold on a second. What am I doing? What am I doing? So remember when I said I wasn't gonna use these? I am going to use these now. So I just twisted this end, these ends, sorry. And now I'm going to take these and twist these. And then, let's see. I am going to slide. Oh crap, that looks like it's too big. No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to slide that in there. And I'm going to slide this brown one into this one. I did not check any color codes or anything. I don't know which is positive and which is negative. To be honest, I don't really give a flying rat's behind because it's never made any difference to me. And I'm just going to take this crimp tool and crimp right there. And crimp right there. And get off, faggot. Crimp right there, and crimp right there, and crimp right there. Look at that. Freaking snug. Like a bug in a rug. Okay. And afterward, I'm going to tape all this together. Get this. Put that stupid little son biscuit bulldog right in there, man. Slide in there, you queef eater. Freaking. Oh, man. Alright, that slid right. No, don't come back out. Freaking bag. Okay, so that's in there. I take this. Put that right in there. We're just going to hold it there because it doesn't seem like it wants to stay there very well. So we're going to be nice and careful with this one here before it decides to slide out just like it freaking is, you faggot. I'm going to twist it a little more. I'm videotaping all of this because I feel like this stuff is important to know because I've never done this bullcrap for a sound system before. Okay. Wire still in there, so crimp. 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 Is it on there nice and snug? Alright, it's on there nice and snug. And what I'm going to do, take that, put that right back there. I'm going to take my speaker. Here's my speaker. And I'm going to undo... Yo, where's my Philip? Okay. I'm going to undo these. Little dooflickies right here. That one's already undone. And I'm going to take this. And I'm going to slide. Let's see. We'll do this one as black. Or positive. And this one as negative. And what I'm going to do is sit that right there. And where's my keys? Where's my keys? Gosh dang it. Hold on a second. Okay, so the speaker's making some sort of sound, but we're going to make sure that this works. It sounds like it's working. Ah, crap. Hold on, let me find something that's not copywritten material, because I don't want to hear YouTube like, oh, you got something that we can't play. Especially like Drake's new album, heaven forbid. I mean, it's good music. Okay. Is this copywritten? Yo, are you gonna play? Okay, so it works. That's all I really needed to find out. Okay. So I'm gonna read my big old butt, turn the key off. Okay. Yeah, I know, shut up. So I'm gonna take this, now that I know that it works. And what I'm gonna do, oh yes, I'm going to take, why do I have 50,000 freaking flathead screwdrivers in here? This is stupid. Put those all over there. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna tighten them. Tighten them. Okay. And I'm going to take tape now. And I'm going to put that tape right here, because I don't foresee this going anywhere at the same time. So the more I think about this tweeter design and how they did it, it's actually kind of genius. Because I thought I was going to have to splice into these wires and make it happen. And the fact that I don't actually kind of makes me happy, because that's usually not that much fun. I was kind of wondering how I was going to make this happen, and now that I see that, I mean, I knew how I was going to make it happen, but it makes my life easier. It really does, now that I sit there and think about it. But you have to have the right tools, because if you didn't have the right tools, then this would suck absolute donkey dick, like I at first was thinking that it, where am I going with this train of thought? I just thought it was gonna suck, you know? But now that I see this and how it's set up, it's nice. But, okay, I think I remember my train of thought. You have to have the right tools, because to be honest, if I didn't have these like little crimp things, the crimp tool, the stupid little crap, I mean, can you just run to the store and buy it? Yeah, of course you can. But it really sucks when you're getting into a project and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I have to go buy. You have to go buy stuff just to finish your project. It, like, seriously sucks a lot. So we'll get that all taped up like that. Can never have too much electrical tape. Get that sucker nice and snug on there. Okay, got that. That's nice and done in there. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is take this. I'm just going to set this nonsense down in here. I'm going to take 2 screws and just screw the speaker in, that way it's sitting there, but I'm not going to fully install it because I have to run the tweeter wire through the door after I make the hole in it. But I just want this speaker to sit here. For the time being. I also need to put these things on. I just seal it off. I mean, I don't really need to put that on, but since it came with it, I might as well use it. And let me sound check it one last time. So we're going to see how it sounds inside the door, because once you close the speaker, and it tends to sound a lot better, because to be honest, I'm not that impressed with the sound of it when it's sitting right here. As a matter of fact, I put them inside, but I have some old speakers I had at a Commander of mine eons ago, 6x9s, and I actually thought that they sounded pretty freaking good. But I'm trying to sell those. So let's see how this sounds. So it actually, ow, freak. So it sounds like it holds bass pretty good. Actually, now that it's installed, I do think that it's bass-wise, it does sound like it produces a better, clear bass tone than the others. And hopefully with the tweeter hooked up the way that it's going to be, it should sound pretty good. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But oh, that's cute. Freaking cheap junk. Anyway, let's get to some other doors or something now. I don't know what it is about removing door panels that always pisses me off. They just never come off as easily as what they say that they should. Basically all it said is that there are some tabs that the thing comes off of, and I don't know, that's it. But the sucker doesn't seem like it wants to move a single bit. Ah, titties. Look at this. This is what was in my back door. Look at that freaking foam rot. That's what's in the back. It actually, these speakers didn't even sound that bad for being stock. I mean, that's like freaking cardboard. You know what I'm doing with these later? Blowing them up. Alright, day number 2 of putting speakers in the truck. Took 10 times longer than I thought it was going to because I'm mentally retarded. But we've gotten to the point where we're going to start drilling holes in the doors for the tweeters. I think those are pretty dead on and should look freaking mint. These speakers sound a whole lot better than the original ones. The original ones had like a crack and stuff in them, and the ones in the back were actually stock to the truck, and those had foam rot and everything else. So this should be a significant upgrade. Should sound super good. Once I get these tweeters in, I think it'll sound mint. But it's just a matter of doing this. I hate drilling holes in my doors and stuff, but oh well, I'll get over it. I've done my measurements and should be ready to go. Alright guys, here comes the moment of truth. I'm going to make my pilot hole and then I'll use the drill to go all the way through. Both holes are drilled. Boom, boom, looks super good. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the tweeters in it. See how they fit. They should fit super good. And then I'm going to run to AutoZone because I need a million of these little plastic Dodge door things for the doors. So I'll be back at some point. Alright, so I got the tweeters in. Looks mint. Those look so good. Gonna sound super good too. And I need to run, now I'm gonna run to AutoZone, but I need all those clips all the way around these doors. And I need a few for this rear door as well. So I'm gonna run to the store and finish this up when I get back. I don't know what that was all about, but Camera's acting retarded. I don't think I showed the finished project though. Or product. Gosh, I'm having issues today. Okay. Tweeters in, speakers are all in. Looks super good. I was able to fix this door too so it wasn't rattling around. It was missing all of its clips and now it's nice and on there. Sounds super good. I mean, well, it sounds pretty good. Of course, since all your sound's down here, the sound tends to stay down there, so I don't have as much bass up here where your head's sitting as... I don't have as much sound up here as I wanted, but if you take the bass out of them, I mean... These speakers get super, super loud and they stay really, really clear. So once I put subs underneath the seats, it'll sound really good. I mean, it'll sound amazing. Right now, it's just not putting out as much bass as I would like. If you put your head down here, it sounds amazing. Like there's a lot of bass that pumps out of them. It's just you have to be in the right spot. And unfortunately, when you're driving around, you're not in that spot. So that's a little unfortunate, but other than that, it sounds a piss ton better than the other speakers did. And then I want to change that head unit out soon. That'll be another project. I thought about doing it today, but it's kind of hot as ball sack out here, and I don't feel like dying. Anyway, time for another project.